Greetings fellow members of the Esoteric Order of Gamers. Something for miniatures painters today. It's an everlasting wet palette by Redgrass Games. This is the Studio XL set, and they were very kind enough to send me one of these to check out and just to use, because I think wet palettes are fantastic for miniature painters. Up till now I've been using this one by Privateer Press. I'm not sure if you could actually get this one anymore, but you can see it's pretty cheap and crappy. It's just cheap plastic. It doesn't really close airtight, but it's been functional. It's worked for me. And here's the old bit of foam, which is probably getting a bit smelly and yucky. And I use these small sheets. Also, it's not really big enough for me. I need something larger. So I've got this great one, and they also sent me a whole lot of extra foam sheets and paper as well. So thank you very much, Redgrass Games. So let's have a look, because I'm quite excited about this, and I want to sort of update the quality of my painting surface. I believe they ran a successful Kickstarter for this product, but you can now get them from their website. I'll have a link in the show notes. Now, as I said, this is the Studio XL one. You can get another one which is half the size if you want a more compact palette. Here it is. It's nice, firm plastic. It's got some magnets on it, so you can attach this extra little palette. And let's open it up. Where does it open? From the side. There we go. A little bit tricky to open, but I'm sure I'll have the hang of it. Thing is, you can see it's airtight because there's a plastic lip there that keeps it closed. Here's our surface. Now I've got these are the hydration sheets. These are the foam. You can see when you get this, it comes with 2 foam sheets. Apparently this is naturally resistant to mold, so that's good. We've got 3 packs of 50 hydration paper sheets. You can, of course, buy more of all these things on the website. There it is. Now, it's quite a thin foam, but it's kind of cool and slightly damp. There you go. It sits in the bottom there. So we've got a textured surface here, which probably stops it from moving around, which is good. And then we pour water in here, so there's a very thin layer on the top. And then we get one of our sheets here and put it on the top, and we've got your wet palette. Now the thing I like about this is that it's nice and big. This would be great because you can get a lot of paint on there, and I kept running out of room on this little one. So there you have it. You can put the lid on top, and you also get this elastic strap so you can make sure the lid doesn't pop off. There we go. Now I've got this extra palette here, and this has got a couple of magnets on it, so we can attach it to the side like so, or to the top. And I find this quite handy for inks. If you're using inks, you can pour some in there. Oh, the lid comes off quite easily once you get the hang of it. You just get your fingers in those little indents. Well, the quality of this looks great. It looks very well made and airtight, as I said, and I'm going to try it out and see how it works in practice. So here am I at my painting station, and it's the debut of my Studio XL palette. So here's my foam surface. I'm putting that down there. Then I'm getting some cold water and pouring it on the top. And I'm just splashing this about till I get a nice even coverage. Very easy to do, and you can see I've got it to the stage where there's just a little bit of water on the top. Here's my piece of paper. I just place it on the top and smooth it out. Whoops, get it right, line it up and smooth it out. It's as easy as that, and as you can see, it's a great large surface for putting your paints on. And here we go, trying it out for the first time. Very easy to do. I'm just mixing here a sort of greeny black colour for my Stormcast Eternal colour scheme. Now it's time to close it away. I've finished my painting session,
and we'll see how the paint's preserved. Here's the next day. I'm opening it up, and to my great relief and satisfaction, look at that. The paints are as though I stopped using them a moment ago. This is the next morning, and they're perfectly preserved. I can start using them again straight away. And in fact, a couple of days on from this is the state of the paints then. You can see they're still perfectly wet and ready to use. Well, there you have it, folks. My Studio XL palette from Redgrass Games. As I mentioned before, they have a half-size one if you want a more compact surface. But for me, this is absolutely perfect. I simply don't have a bad word to say about this product. I think it's absolutely excellent. It's very well made. Obviously, a lot of thought has gone into the making of this. I've been working with it for a while now, and I'm really, really happy with it. I simply don't know how I used that other one I had before. It was terrible in comparison. So if you're a miniature painter, as I said, I can't recommend it highly enough. Go out and grab yourself a wet palette from Redgrass Games. Your painting quality will improve. Your capacity for doing blends will improve. Your paints will last longer. It's a fantastic investment and well worth getting. Hope you've enjoyed this review. It's the Esoteric Order of Gamers, orderofgamers.com. See you there. Oh, one last thing I forgot to point out. You can actually use the lid as another palette if you want even more space. If you put another piece of foam on here and paper, you'll have 2 trays instead of 1. Fantastic.